Hi, shall we start?
Yes, sir. We'll start. So hello, we have almost 70 participants now. So greetings, everyone. My name is Rakesh Kumar of Team EdgyHack, and we really hope you're staying safe and doing your best to control the spread and adhering to the rules and regulations set by the government. Now, I'd like to formally thank the speaker, the participants for becoming part of this event and agreeing to spend a portion of your time with us. So before we begin, let me shed some light on what EdgyHack is and what we do here. So the team EdgyHack was formed with one primary goal in mind. That was to provide quality tech events to everyone. So this is a cornerstone around which everything else was built. Okay, so EdgyHack is associated with organizing and conducting quality hackathons and other technical events all around Kerala for now. The idea is to help developers hone and showcase their abilities to a much wider audience. So it's been more than a year since our inception, and we have conducted a few events. You can check that out on our website, www.edgyhack.com. Then, so with this event, we ensure that you will develop the necessary knowledge and skills to write better code. After all, GitHub is where the world writes codes. So now on to our speaker, Mr. Nikhil Kilue, the founder of Crossroads. He's a mentor, an entrepreneur, and best of all, a YouTuber. So, sir, I welcome you to start the session.
Okay, thank you. So you all know that Crossroads and my name and me. So here is Sri Ganesh with me. He's also actually we thought to take some other YouTube sessions today. So in between, suddenly he got joined. So we got that Git. He already interested in Git and that backend framework, and also he also told that he'll also join. So we can make a discussion, because normally these webinars and all will get some boring sessions. So we thought to add some that discussion, and anyone can join between. They can put unmute and they can join if they want to ask doubts, and also they can text. So this we need to, normally without seeing your faces, so it's very difficult to handle. So anyway, you people just join with your texts or audio messages. Okay. Yeah. So we'll start with the Git. What's the Git?
What I have,
or is there any difference between Git and GitHub?
I don't think there is any difference, right?
Normally people while coming for interview also, like people are telling that, if do you know Git? Yeah, I know GitHub and all. But people are normally thinking that GitHub, GitLab or Git, everything is a same thing. But first of all, you should understand Git is a different tool. Git is a local tool.
Okay.
You can install in your system.
Okay.
There's a software, separate software.
Okay.
You can install in the system, and that even you can that you can use without internet also. Okay. So normally it is used like that. Okay. So Git is a tool, and GitHub is a server. Same like GitLab is there, Bitbucket is there.
Okay.
Even you can also host one server. Same like GitHub. Okay. So Git is a separate tool that you can install any of your system, like Windows, Linux, or Mac, anywhere you can install.
Okay, so basically Git and GitHub are different. So what I have installed in my system is just Git.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before going to Git, we need to. Actually, what is Git?
What I have heard from it, so version control.
Is there any same like Git? Is there any other tool available? You already told some tool, right?
VCS.
Yeah, that VCS. Normally, Git is like a I think text also. It's a VCS. So normally, the thing we'll call that a version controller system. Git is using for controlling the versions. Okay. So what is versions?
Versions, like everybody who uses Git and GitHub, like they are software developers. So the main purpose of this Git is to control the versions of that software. So when we are developing a software, there will be many versions. So if you want to like go back or go forward in different versions, with the help of Git, we can like track all the versions. And we are developers. Like we make mistakes a lot, like a lot. like because of bugs, we are earning our living.
For using Git, you need to install Git on your server.
Hmm.
So Git installation, we are not adding
Not in the server, the laptop.
Ah,
Sorry.
in your system.
Yeah.
In your computer, you need to install Git on your system. So there is no, after installation, there is no need of even without internet also we can use Git.
Yes.
Okay, so Git tool we can use like that. So initially we will show that one, how Git is using through terminal.
Yeah.
Okay. So basic terminal script, if you learn about what are the commands available in Git, then you can work with any UI tool.
Yeah.
There is many UI tool available for using Git. Even Visual Studio, you can use other plugins are available for using Git.
Sure.
And with different IDE, you will get different tools. Okay. So better than that, we are not going to a specific tool. We will use Git terminal tool.
Yeah.
So if you understand what is happening behind that Git terminal commands and all, you can use any of them. So that you can easily understand.
Okay.
I will share the screen.
Okay.
So initially we are making a folder for like we are creating an empty project. You can consider like we are creating an empty project. Okay, so we are creating a directory, some sample. So currently we are into this sample Git folder. I think you are all aware of this basic change directory, mkdir script and all. So we just created a sample Git folder in our local system, and we just moved to. If you can explain every comments you are typing, that makes easy. Yeah, okay. I just CD is a change directory. I just moved to temp a new folder. It's a in my system already temp folder is there, directory is there. So I moved to that one. And then mkdir is a make directory for making a folder, new directory or folder we are making. So we make the sample Git folder. So you can see that's the same thing in my system also. Like this. See, inside in my system there is a temp folder. Inside that a sample Git folder I created. Okay, so I moved into that one. That is CD space sample Git. Okay, so while typing ls, we can see is there any variables or sorry, not variable, is there any files available or folder available? We can see by using ls command. Okay, so this is all are like basic shell scripting things only. So if we create a new folder here, just consider a new folder we are creating in the sample Git. These all are basic stuff only. We didn't enter to Git yet. Okay, so if we create a new folder here, one folder I created. If you try ls here, then you can see the untitled folder. What are the folder files available? You can see that one. If you create a new file also,
There is no
this
touch.
or some no, we don't want to make it. They will make again confusion. Okay, so if you get a folder, then you can see that one. So we are deleting that one. Okay, then if you try ls, there is no file or folder here. Okay, so let's consider this is your project folder. Okay, so if we are using Flutter, if you are using Android, Kotlin, or Swift, iOS, or Python, or Java, or Node, or React, or Angular, whatever. Okay, anyway, you will create a folder for that. So here you will initially before adding source code or project, or after adding some source code also, you can init Git. Okay, initialize the Git. If you want to use Git in a folder in a local system, you need to initialize the Git. Okay. Second way is that is already a source code available. Someone used with the Git, someone or using with the Git. It's available in GitHub or GitLab or any other server. You can clone that source code into your local system, and you can continue coding that source code. So two way.
So the old versions, old commits, everything will be available.
Yeah, versions and everything will be available. That will talk next level. But you need to understand that a two way you can use it. One is that you are creating a new source code, you are creating a new file. In that your Git initialization is going to do. But in other case, you are taking from other system or other server, taking other source code, or your friend is doing one project in his local system, he is copying that project folder into your system. That also, if you done Git thing, Git commit and Git everything is already done in that source code, you can continue using it.
Okay.
Okay, so different thing. Okay, so initially we are here we are exploring how without any source code, it's an empty folder. From here we are trying to add some new source code, Git initializations, we'll do,
Yeah.
and adding some source code, making branches and everything. That all basics we learn. Okay. Then next level we will learn from server. Will take source code and we will do something.
Okay.
Two things we can try. I think we will have time. So here, I think you already understand that where we are if you type PWD, you will get in which folder you are staying. In users, while a temp sample kit. Inside the sample kit folder, we are currently. Okay. I think you already understand, everyone understand. If anyone have doubt, you can ask. These all basic things, just to be created a simple empty folder. Okay. So here what we are doing is we are initializing it here because we are adding. You can consider like this is a.
So here we are initializing it.
Yeah, git init. Yeah, so git init. This is the first command we are using. It's a git init.
Okay, so we are telling Git to track this folder.
Yeah, we will add. We will show you git. If you put git init, then you can see initialize the empty Git repository in users temp sample Git. Okay, inside sample Git there is a new thing happened. But if you put ls, you can't see anything. If you open a folder, you can't see anything. Okay, but something happened. From where we can see that one?
Hidden folders?
Yeah, one hidden folder is there.
Okay.
That is .git. So one hidden folder in Unix, like in Linux or Mac, if you put a folder name starting with a dot, that is an invisible folder. Okay. Hidden folder. Okay. So this is a basic thing in Linux or Mac. Okay. Every software, very coding things, everyone using like that only. Some hidden folders will be there. Some configurations and all. They will keep in with the dot. They will start with the dot.
Yeah.
So no one want to touch that file. Okay. So they created one like .git file. So if you want to see that file, that folder, that is not a file, that's a folder. If you cd space .git, you can enter. Then you can see what are things available. There is a head, there is a config, there is a description, there is a hooks, there is info, there is object, and anything else? No. Yeah. So these are the things available that one. So first warning, don't touch any of that folder, any of that files.
Yeah.
So like people will think that after hearing all this thing, they will open or they will edit something and they will come back. No, don't do anything. Don't touch any of file because that all configuration files for Git. We don't want to know anything. We don't want to touch anything inside that one. We don't want to manually don't edit any of file from .git folder. Yes. Okay. So Git tool will store and maintain that folder for keeping the versions and branches, version, everything and all. So you don't want to touch anything. Okay. This is a warning. You don't touch. Then if you touch, it won't work properly. Okay. Okay.
Mainly for studying purpose.
Yeah. So for study purpose, there is something happened. I want to show that one. That's only. Okay. I just on that one. Don't touch that. Don't get. Okay. So there is no file here. Just one hidden folder only came here. So till there is nothing happened here. So what we will do next? So consider like you are creating a Node.js application or Python application or anything. So you are creating a new file. Okay. Okay. So creating a new file, we can use gedit. There is one file I'm creating using gedit is a Linux or I think gedit available here also. Gedit is not available here. That's hello.txt. Not txt, just hello. We can create a
No,
text.
we'll put a text file and we'll edit lines.
Then we can use Beam editor.
Yes.
So we created one file here, test hello. What we done is like same like a new
Folder or new file.
we just created, text file we created. Just consider you created a Java file or Python file or JavaScript file or any of your which language you are coding, you can consider same thing only.
Okay.
So we for demo purpose we are just showing a simple notepad file.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we created one hello file. So in this case, so we just created a new file. Okay. So if you put git status, this is the first command, second command. What we learned first is git init. There is no git here. So we are initializing git there.
Okay.
Okay. If you're taking a source code from a server or GitHub or GitLab or some of your friends are doing some already developing a Git project, and if you are copying that project, you don't want to initialize Git there.
Okay.
You should remember that always.
Mhm.
Okay. If you have already Git project is going on there, if you are copying that project or if you are downloading that one, you don't want to initialize the Git again. Okay. Already Git will be there. So Git folder will be there, all the track will be there. So you don't want to initialize that one that time. Okay. If you are creating a new project, you're going to work with that one, then only you need to initialize it. Okay. Yeah. We'll try that. We'll release a temporary file. I think this one H ID. I don't know much about that one. They say that showing a Mac hidden file, some configuration based on Mac, I think. DSTOR file also it's came. Okay, we can initial case we can leave that one. So
you're getting hello there, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
So if you put git status, you can see there is a hello file. Okay. So if you check the folder also, you can see the hello file. Okay. You can put ls also, you can see the hello file. Okay. So in git status also you can see hello file, but there is something other than on branch master, no commits yet, untracked files, many other things also added there. But you don't want initially, you don't want to worry about this thing. We'll talk very soon. So so initially what we will do means we will add this file to git cache. There is a for creating a version in git, there is a two-step. Okay. One, you need to add to one git cache is there. So you need to add from this situation is normally we'll talk like untracked files. Okay. So from untracked situation to tracked situation. Okay. Or we will add to a cache position. We'll add some files, and from that only we can create a version. Okay. Okay. So within 2 or 3 steps, everyone will understand. Initially, we will get people will doubt about all these things. Just 2-3 steps, you need to just listen carefully, then you will understand.
Yeah. Explain.
Contain folder information, myself. Okay. Then
we'll add
git add. We'll put git add hello. Means we are adding to before making a commit. Commit means a version. So in source code, we always here we need to make a version. Then only we can move to previous versions. Okay. It's not like you are coding something, you are coding tomorrow something, you are coding something tomorrow, suddenly you want to go back. It won't happen. You need to create a version and you need to put a message also based on that one. Okay. These are the features I done. So these are the error is there. So I'm creating a version. Okay. Like you're creating a version. So that time only you can switch back to your previous version. So don't think that it's automatically storing a different version and it won't come like that. We will need to create a different version.
We need to
manually put versions.
Okay.
So making version, there's a 2 steps. Okay. First one, you are adding the thing to cache.
Okay.
From there only you can make a version.
Okay.
So first of all, for adding cache, we can put git add. This is the third command. For git init, git status. We told git status is only for looking what are the things happening in that git source code.
What is the status?
What is the status? That won't affect anything. You can type any time git status. What is happening in that one? Is any new file happened? In our case, if yesterday or 2 days back I done something, I'm taking a source code to I'm gonna start with that one. So suddenly I put git status. So I will get that what are the changes last I have done. Is any happened after commit anything I done like that. Previous things, everything we can understand basically. Okay, from git status. So that is only status only for seeing the status. So that we want to change anything. So git init is for initialization, status is there to see the changes. And the third one, what we told git add. Add is for adding the things to cache. Okay. So git add hello. So we added hello.
Okay.
So again, this we will check the status. See. Git status on branch master, no commit states, changes to be committed, new file, hello. See the new thing happened there. Before, while checking git status, here no commit state. Okay, after that untracked files only we should, I would see, but here now we can see changes to be committed,
okay.
New file. So it's added to cache. If you want to remove from that cache, you can here already command is there. Git remove rm cached file name you can put. If you it will again come to untracked position.
Okay. So this is now currently tracked.
Untracked. Untracked means it's added already into cache. But there is no change happened here. There is no change happened. If you check if any of our folder or files or any changes happened, nothing happened. But this Git is watching what are the changes happening.
Okay.
Git is not changing anything inside your file.
Okay. Oh, we don't have to be worried about it.
Worried about it. Git won't change any source code from you what you've done previously. Git is just listening, watching what are the things you are happening,
Okay.
and he's looking for helping you. Like so.
If I make any changes in the hello file, it will be tracked.
Which one?
In the hello file, if I make any changes, what will happen?
That will do
Okay.
after committing this one. So for initial thing, we will add this file also,
Okay.
store also. Otherwise, it will show always. Okay. So we'll add. And yeah, we'll add this file also. This is a temporary file, and you want to come in with Windows, I think different file, or Linux or some other file is coming, but I don't normally all otherwise you want to come get add DS store also. We are adding this file also. So now you put git status. See, so there is no untracked title right now. Only changes to be committed, DS store and hello. So we are creating a commit right now. So for creating a version, we can give git commit space -m is for message.
Okay.
Any message you want to type. Like this is a normal English, you can type whatever you want. This is initial commit. Like this is my okay. So I'm giving a message because after sometimes you need to understand what are the features you added. So initial case, I'm just git commit. This is my initial commit. I'm putting like that. Okay. So we are creating a version right now.
Okay.
This is my initial commit to file change, insertion, deletion, everything. Some messages are showing here. I initially won't understand anything, but you get commit. This is the fourth command we are learning.
Git commit.
Commit we are learning. Okay. So now you created a version. Okay. So if you take the folder, there's no change happened there. You will know think that then what happened? Nothing happened, right? Still nothing happened, but very soon you can see the things. So yeah.
check, we'll talk about git log.
No. Yeah, we'll see. Next comment also we will talk git log.
Yeah.
If you put git log, there is a commit ID you can see.
Hmm.
This is a 40-letter key.
Hello.
So this is a commit ID.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
it's a 40-letter key.
Okay.
So from where it came means if you create a version,
Hmm.
there will be a commit ID.
Okay.
So if you create any versions, you will get a commit ID.
Hmm.
This commit ID it won't repeat.
Okay, it's unique.
It's a unique ID.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
This creating there is many hash functions are there.
Hmm.
Okay.
Check something like that.
Yeah. From from hash functions are there. From based on the source code, what are the things you done in that folder? Based on that, and by any previous commits are there. Based on that, this ID is created. So it won't repeat.
Okay.
Okay. Some other things also there, head, master, and all. We can talk later about that one. And other also you can see Nikhil Kalivail. This is my mail ID and everything. You can see the what date and everything you can see. And this is my initial commit. The message also seeing here.
This name and how?
Yeah, we can configure that one
Okay.
based on your system. If you install Git on your system, Git config some based on that we can add name, username, mail ID, everything you can change. That we can learn based on installation Git config. If you put in Google search Git config, then you can change your name or email ID. Available that one. It's a simple thing.
Okay.
You can check that. So what we will do is we'll do other commit also. Then you can understand what happening. So people gonna understand the thing. Yeah. So we just created a hello, and if you put this status right now, see on branch master, nothing to one commit working tree clean.
Okay.
Till this time you like you seen some other things, right? Changes happen, committed, some other like untracked things.
Yeah.
But currently nothing there on branch master, nothing to commit working tree clean. That means doesn't mean like a folder is already empty or not. Folder and files and everything is there.
Okay.
But in based on Git, what we are putting Git status. So based on Git, it is telling that I think I already have added everything into Git. I already added into my version everything. So
Now
there is
there-
nothing there to
No
come
changes
into.
happen.
There is no changes happen. Okay, so we already created a one version. Okay, so let's make one more folder, one more file.
Okay.
It's hey, one more file we created. Touch hey. See, one more file we created here. So
We check Git
yeah.
status.
Now we check Git status. Then you can see the things.
Okay.
See, on Raj master untracked files, hey file is there.
Okay.
Okay.
So only the new changes will come. The old
Yeah,
this
if-
one won't come.
And it won't come.
Okay.
So if you create a one more file, that's what we can create. Hoi. So one more file we are creating. So
Okay.
Hoi file also came here.
Okay.
Then if you put Git status again,
Oh, it will come.
K and Hoi is there.
Hello won't come.
Hello won't come. Hello already added to our Git version.
Oh, okay.
So in folder, there is new files are there. New files are 3 files are there. But in Git, in untracked state, there is 2 files only.
Okay. So hello is already been added.
And do Git.
Okay.
Okay, so already added.
Okay.
So in this case, now you can understand why added Git. There is a cache I told, right? Before creating a version, we will add it to one cache. From there only we are committing, right? So if you now this case, if you created a hey file and a hoi file, you're making some changes. But in this version, you only want hey file.
Okay.
Okay. In this situation, you will what you will do? Git add hey,
Only here.
only hey.
Okay.
Then you can see.
Okay.
Git add hey. We are putting hey only. Just listen. Git add hey. Okay. Then if you put Git status, see changes to be committed. That means already added to cache. Only one hey file only.
Okay.
Untracked situation hoi file is there.
Okay.
Okay. If you make a commit right now, Git to commit space message m that message. If you put a message also, it will commit. Okay. But in that case, Hey file only will go to that commit.
Commit. Okay.
So
Point on-
Hoi file will always be in untracked situation.
Okay. So
If you add Hoi file also, it will come to in that stage.
Okay. So basically, when we are committing something, only the added things will come.
Other things
Only
only.
the
What
added
are,
things will
yeah,
come.
what are things you added to cache, that will come to that commit.
Okay. Clear.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all other file won't come. See, just see.
We'll give an example.
Yeah, we'll commit right now.
Added hey file.
Added hey file. Okay. So
Okay.
creating. Now if you put git status,
Yeah.
see, Hoi file still in that untracked situation.
Okay.
Okay. So if you put a git log right now, you can see 2 commits.
Okay.
So they say git log. Okay, git log is there. See, there is a old commit is here. The second commit is here. There is also 40 letter commit ID
Different.
is there, and some head master is there. That we can talk later.
Okay.
So added a new file.
Mhm.
Okay. Now you can see the changes. Now you can see the changes. Before that, now we have 3 files, and if you put a git status, there is only Hoi only. It's an untracked situation.
Okay. Okay.
So we will add that also. And if you have multiple files, you consider like 30 or 50 files, you can't write every file like this. Adding and coming is very difficult.
Okay.
In that situation, you can use something other like git add dot
Dot.
or hyphen all.
Okay.
If you put git add hyphen all means all the folder, all the files will add into git.
Okay. Okay.
To get the cache. Okay. So just we will create one more file, then you can understand. Let's next file.
Bye.
Bye. Bye file.
Bye. Okay.
Which bye? So we created a bye file also.
Okay.
We are not telling bye to you people. But that's bye file also we created. Now if you put git status,
2 files will be untracked.
by hand Hoi
Also.
okay is there. So if you put git add, we can add separately also. We can add all files like hyphen all you can put.
Okay.
Then we put git status.
Oh.
You can see 2 new files added to cache.
Okay.
Okay. Now if you commit,
Third commit.
Hoi file and
Bye.
Hoi file add. Okay. Now we again third commit we created. You can see if you put git log and git sets only want to see the changes, what are things happen. Git log means what are the logs, what are the commit IDs.
Okay.
Git sets means after last commit any changes happen. You can see the changes.
Okay.
So these are the 3 commits. 3 commits you can see. Hoi file and bye file added here.
Okay. So the last commit added 2 files.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is 4 files are there, but now you can see the things. If you now you can move to different commit IDs.
Okay.
If you move to this commit ID or if you move to this commit ID, you can see the changes. For that there is a command is there, checkout.
Yeah.
Here it's heavy rain happening. It check out a new comment. This one. This commit ID we will copy. Okay. Heavy raining.
Yeah. Chances of
Chances of forget is there. So git checkout. Yeah. If you put no need to put all the commit ID, you can put 5 letters also you can put. Then also it will work.
Okay.
Okay. Or you can put all the if you copy and you can paste that also. Okay. If you put git checkout here, now you are trying to move to older commit.
Okay.
Now you see, now you can see the changes. If you git checkout, you can see many messages there. That everything you can understand later. Now if you check the folder, see.
Oh, the old commit.
It's gone.
Yeah. Hi, bye, ho, everything is gone.
Yeah. Hi, hoi, bye. Everything is gone.
Only hello is there.
Only hello is there. Where it's gone? So your source code is gone, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So now you can see the one file only, hello only. So you can, but you can see the other files also if you check out the again too.
No, we'll check the this one status.
Yeah. Now you can put. You put git status. Now you can see some edit detached status, something you can see that you can study later. Within 2 or 3 steps, we will talk about that one.
Okay.
We can currently you can leave that one. Nothing to come in. Work in tree clean.
Mhm.
Okay. So there is no changes happened here. So in this case, if you want to take the latest thing, you can take this one. There is a here you can use this commit ID or you can there is a name also here.
Master.
So
Yeah.
at present we can see that as a name only. So we can git checkout master. We will talk about that one very soon. So git checkout master. So if you check out master, then you can see the files.
Everything in back.
Everything is there.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Now, if it's hundreds of file, thousands of file, it will automatically suddenly it will have to do like
So fast.
so fast. Okay, so this is the thing. What big source code also they will handle like this. Very fast it will work like that.
Okay.
You can fill this form.
Okay.
So now git checkout master. Now we get more to masters.
Yeah, we are in
now if
master.
you put
It's status.
status on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean.
Okay.
And if you put to git log, you can see three commits.
Hmm.
It's the latest commit, then previous commit, then previous commit.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
you can see all these commits. How do you know? You understood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move to next step. Okay, we will try to add some changes in that file.
Inside the file.
Inside hello file, we'll add
Can you open? Oh, it's a text file. Okay.
it's a text file. We just open that one and adding some content on what is that?
Subscribe to course notes.
Subscribe to
Crosswords.
only techies only need to subscribe.
Yeah.
Please don't. If anyone not interested for coding and all, no, please don't subscribe also. Yeah.
So
Now the situation is
we are in master, right?
master.
Okay.
Just a minute. We added 3 commits right now. So we added like 4 files in that one. Okay, so we just added some changes in text, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah,
Modified.
if you put git status, you can see what are the changes happened. Modified hello. So hello file is changed.
Okay. Later it was new file.
Yeah, new file. Now it's a hello
Modified.
modified.
Okay. Because we edited the.
Edited the file.
Okay.
Okay. So if you add one file also, now you can see the separate one. If you touch what
Add.
is- hmm?
Add.
No. Just here.
Here.
Crossroads. So we can see the file, and
Okay.
if you put git status,
Okay.
CR file is there and modified file hello is there.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are separate. This one.
Hmm.
Status.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This also in not staged for commit stage,
Mm-hmm.
but in that modified state.
Okay.
Okay, but this is an untracked state.
Okay.
Not a added to git.
Hmm.
Okay, so
We'll add.
in this case also we need to add separately or we can add together. Okay, git add, then we can see new files here and modified file hello. Okay, 2
Yeah.
files we added to cache.
How to remove files.
Yeah, we will tell git state, and then you can add this git restore staged file. You can use this one. So right. Off. Restored
-1.
staged hyphen file name.
Yeah.
Here See, now it's came to untracked file. What is the difference between git fetch and git fetch all? We'll tell about git fetch later. Git, so at present we'll add again. Which, file modified will give a message modified and cr file add. Okay. Now if you put git log, we can see four commits, new commits also you can see. Okay. So now you understood like what is a commit version. You can move to different commit version. Now you can see here for 5 files are there. If you check out this ID, okay. Okay. See, only 4 files are there.
Okay.
Okay. Now if you put git log, and if you go to this commit ID, now you can see one file only.
Okay.
So first commit.
Okay.
So if you get latest commit, so we have to write in master. I will tell. Okay. So see all files, and you can see the changes also.
Okay.
Subscribe to those also.
Okay.
Okay. I think everyone got an idea about what is commit, add, checkout, how
The
move into
basic
different idea,
workflow,
ID, yeah, basic workflow. There is no internet connection needed for this one. This is a Git tool, adding this command. Even if you are using any UI tool also, there is no need of internet data. So we will add a picture representation here. So we done 4 commit, right? So we are adding the 4 commit picture representation. We can tell A, first commit is we can tell as A, and we can draw second commit here, say B. Okay. So 40 letter key, we are just for representation, I am telling a B. Okay. The next one is C. Okay. Okay. See my skill. So D. Okay. Okay. So the same thing we here that git log. See for the commit. Okay. The commits are here. Okay. So now it's 4th commit we created. Now we are going to start move into branch. Okay. Why we are using branch means if the thing like if now you created a source code for 4th commit you created, consider you done a simple basic project.
Okay.
Okay. Consider this as you done a simple project you done. Okay. And now you are going to release this output of this version to client. Okay. And releasing client, they will take time to check that one. If they will check within in a week or 1 month, they'll take time for that. In between, client already asked to do some changes. Okay, so they need some time. So you want to do some other features also in that.
Okay.
In that case, what you will do is you will create a new branch. Okay, so this source code is now going. So there is a default branch in this source code.
Okay.
That's default branch you can see here. That is master.
Okay. So it's
When
like
you-
a tree.
Yeah.
Literal branching.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you create a new Git, when you initialize a Git repository, there will be a single branch, default branch.
Okay.
There's a master.
Master.
You can change the name.
Name.
We can change, not like in C, we can tell go to main function will automatically work, not like that. We can change the master name also.
Okay.
No issue for that one. But default Git will create that master. Okay. So now we are in a master branch.
Okay.
Okay. That here is representing.
Master. Okay.
Okay. So that we need to represent here also that one. So. Oh.
Everything.
Now we will put this label. So we create a master
Text.
Master. Nice, no? So now we put the master branch here. So default branch. So it will come automatically with your commits.
Okay.
If you create a new commit, if you create a one more commit here, then what will happen?
Master will change to that.
Yeah, if you commit here again, it will come the commit here and new commit ID will come. For time right now we are adding E and this master, you know, there is any selection option.
Cut. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. B is okay. It's okay. I think they can understand.
Also correct.
Yeah, it's okay.
See, it will automatically move to master to that commit.
The latest commit will be the master.
Master default, it will go like that.
Okay.
You can change that one. You can see. Now there is only fourth commit, right? We can add. So right now we can remove that also from diagram. We can remove the fifth. Oh, we don't want to remove this one. So okay, this is the situation, right? So fourth commit, master will be in the fourth commit. Okay. So here we are going to create a new branch. Here we are creating a new branch. That is a Git branch, a new branch name we are going to create. So what we will do with feature branch. Some feature means you already master branch is source code you already released to client. So client is in between. Client is telling that please add this feature.
Okay.
Or login feature or some UI changes, something that didn't check the source code, whatever you released. In between, they are telling that they will take time, 1 week or 2 weeks. So in between, they are telling that to do some features also, add some because they don't want to wait for 1 week. You don't want to wait for 1 week. Okay, in between, you want to do some changes, some features. So you are adding some feature. So in that case, you are making Git branch feature. So you are creating a new branch there. Git branch feature. Okay. So you added now. If you put Git log, see head master then feature.
Okay.
Here one more thing you need to notice. Here we represent a branch. On top of that, one more drawing is that head. There is a point is there. Head. And this head is pointing which commit ID or which branches you are working right now.
Okay.
That is representing head. Okay. So head also right now here. We can represent here. Okay. So now you created a new branch. Feature branch you created. Previous situation was like this. Head is pointing to master. And master in the fourth commit. Okay. So now the situation features branch also created. Okay. Now what will happen? One more. One more same like master. One more branch here we are creating. Okay. Okay. It's the current situation.
Okay.
Master is there, feature is there.
Okay.
So you can move to master to feature. You can that means head is pointing right now master because you are into master branch.
You are working in
master branch. Okay. Currently, if you put Git status, see on branch master. Now you can understand what this means.
Okay.
Currently you are into master branch. It's representing that one. Okay. One branch master, and if you put Git checkout, Git checkout we already used.
Yeah, for committing.
Commit ID, we want to move to the different commit
Commit,
ID.
okay.
Same like it, you can move to different branch also.
Okay.
Okay, in this case, Git checkout feature.
Okay.
Switch it to branch feature.
Hmm.
Now, if you put Git status, see on branch feature.
Okay.
Here you can see on Git branch on branch feature, and also if you put Git log, see head is point to feature.
Okay.
Now diagram will change. This head will move to this side.
Okay.
Okay, head will change to feature. For drawing that one, very difficult.
We'll cut that.
Will rotate.
Yeah.
Okay, now you people can understand.
They are very smart people.
Yeah.
Understand.
Okay, now head move to feature branch. Okay, that has happened, but there is no change happened here. Yeah, so now we are in a feature branch. Okay, now the picture representation. Yeah. Here we done that head is pointing to feature. That means we are in feature branch.
Okay.
If you get checkout master, then head will move to master.
Master. Okay.
Okay, so in log also you can see the same thing. Now head is pointing to feature. Okay, now currently now we are trying to add some changes. Okay, so here we are taking hey file. Okay, so here we are adding some changes. Okay, hey file changed. Then if you put git status, see modified hey.
Okay.
Okay.
This is in feature branch.
Now you can see in which branch, on branch feature.
Okay.
Okay. Hey file you changed. So we are adding this thing. Add hey. Okay. Then committing. Now we are creating a version. Hey file.
Can we add files in this other branches as well?
Yeah. Right. So git commit hey file. So we added here. Now if you put git status on branch master, that is going to work in clean.
Okay.
Git log. Now you can see the change. If you git log, see now master is here. Previously master was coming with wherever you are going to a new commit, creating a new commit, master is coming
With us, yeah.
Okay. But in this case, master is here. But feature is here.
Okay.
Head is pointed to feature. So head means in which branch we are currently working. That means head will point there. Okay, and which branch also in feature branch. Okay. Now if you take the files, see inside a hey file you can see hey file changed.
Okay.
Okay. Inside hello also some text are there. We already created.
Yes.
So 5 files are there. Okay. So now you can switch and you can switch the branches and you can see the change.
Okay.
Now you put git checkout master. Okay. Now switch the branch to master. Now if you take hey, there's nothing. Why? Let's go.
I think it's in feature branch.
Yeah, it's only in feature branch.
Okay.
But you should understand that Adnan Katakar's more magic. Yeah, magic. This is the important thing. What are the things you've done in a source code? Even if this is for a single file, you can remember what you've done. But in case of there is hundreds of files, you are changing a different scenario. One line, one file, other change, one line, different lines you will change. If you create a commit and you can move to other branches or you can add some features or something. In between, you can just git checkout master branch or branch name. If you give, it will move to the branch.
Okay.
So all the changes, different files you've done, it will automatically come to previous version.
Okay.
So magic, right?
Yes. Previously, we have to copy different files or we have to make different folders for this. This with simple commands.
You can move to.
Yes.
It's a magic.
Hacker.
Yeah. Whenever you start coding, you will understand the situation.
If we check the git log, what will come?
Now, if you check git log, see master only.
Okay. Old this feature committees is not there.
Not here.
Okay.
But if you want to see, you can put git log -, all. If you put, you can see all the branches.
Oh, okay.
Feature is here,
Hmm.
but head is pointing to master. See,
Feature, yeah. Okay.
feature is here,
Hmm.
latest commit, but head is pointing to master.
Okay.
That's why here there is no content in heavy file.
Okay.
But if you put git checkout, we put checkout feature, then git log again, master is here, head is here.
Okay, we can see the commits in the feature.
Okay, so in diagram also we can draw. In fifth commit we created here. So E, right? E we created, and what we moved?
The feature.
Yeah. See, now feature branch moved to next level.
Okay.
Because we added into feature only. We committed into feature branch only because we were in a feature branch. Okay. Move to feature branch and head is point to feature branch.
Okay. Master will be there.
There only.
Okay.
Okay. If you add some more changes there again, it will come to a new branch here.
Okay.
Then again, head and feature will move to that committed.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
What is it?
now, the next thing is that what you done? You already D branch you already released to client. That means master. Decommit you release to your client.
Okay.
Okay. That means master branch you release to your client. Okay. Then in between you added some feature and you added as a feature branch.
Okay.
In feature you can give any name for branches. Okay. For if you are adding a UI change, if you are adding a login page, you can give a branch name like git branch login.
Okay.
Login feature or something. You can whatever the name you want, you can add.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, for this purpose only just I added feature, one feature. So what we will do next week? Yeah, you already released one master branch to client,
yeah.
and in between you added some feature.
Okay, that is also requested by the client.
Requested by client, already requested. So you added some feature in that, or you already committed E or F or some other commits you made, some 3 or 5 commits you made, consider like that. Then a client, in between client check that client, they're telling that, yeah, it's okay. What are the things you done this week? Please release that also.
Okay.
We are telling release that also.
Oh, they're telling to release the feature branch.
And latest, what are the things after the last release? What are the things you done? And please release that also.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, you can just release the feature branch content. Okay.
Okay.
So otherwise, you can, they will tell that okay, if you release feature branch to client and they are telling that also okay. So normally, what we'll do is we will keep a common branch, one branch for releasing and all.
Okay.
Release branch or master branch or
Staging.
some scale, some name we will put and we'll keep this a single dependent language branch for releasing and all.
Okay.
So in this case, we are considering master is a releasing branch. Okay.
Okay.
In this case, you added some features. Before releasing, what you will do means you will merge what are the thing you added after the release into master branch.
Okay.
Okay. After master release, you've done some changes.
Okay.
So you need to add all the things to your master branch.
Okay. Basically,
That means merging.
Okay. Basically, copying the commits to master.
Master branch.
Okay.
What are the commits happened after master or from feature branch? That everything you need to merge it to master.
Okay.
So what we'll do means we'll tell about merging right now.
Symbol merging.
Symbol merging. So for that one, we can move to where you are merging. If you're merging to master branch, you need to check out initially master.
Master. Okay.
Git
Master.
okay. Git check out master. Then git merge feature. Okay. Git merge feature. So merging, but you can see here it's a fast forward. This type of merge is fast forward because you are adding feature branch content to master. Normally copying the content. But in this case, you can just move the label master into feature branch.
Okay.
Simple thing, right?
Yes, yes.
Huh? It's a simple thing. Normally, a content should need to copy to master branch, but in this case, you can move the label to master, no, feature branch. Okay, so if you check that one, that means you get to fast forward merge. You put git log, see head is pointing to master and feature also there. Okay. In this case, if you check out master or feature, you can see all the changes. So, can you please say about what is the difference between git fetch and what will happen and what will say? Will tell. You can tell everything. Time is not enough. Let's do it. Transfer to close routes. Yeah, we'll do advanced total in close routes. So this is a basic thing. So we move to master. I know. Shall we move to? No, we'll do recursive merge also, right?
Yes, fast we
will do. Okay. So right now the diagram is the master also move to
here. Okay. At this
and
point,
it is pointing to
master. Oh.
Hi.
Okay.
It is going to master. Thing is like that. The master and feature in same committed only. Now we are creating a recursive merge. This is a forward merge. Okay. Now we are creating a recursive merge. So in master branch also we are creating some commit. In feature branch also we are creating some commit.
Yeah. Commit.
So it will go like a tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll see that one. So currently we are in a master branch, right? So we'll add some content here.
Master content something.
Okay, now we added here. So git status, if you put git status, it add role and git commit file. Okay, committed here. Now if you put git log, see master only move to next one. Okay. So in diagram also we can say F new committed we created and add this move to that F committed. Okay. So yeah, feature is here. Now we are going to add we are going to check out
To feature.
Yeah, because we need to add some changes in feature. So client is telling that some changes, so you are adding to master branch, and between you want to add some more feature in feature branch, so you are going to different way. Okay, so you finished the feature branch. No, you will go to feature. Okay, check out feature, and we will add some changes here. Here. Okay. Here we added some content. In Hoi file, there is no content here.
Yeah.
Because that happened in master branch.
Okay.
Okay. So in this case, we are putting status. You can see modified by file only. It add
By
commit by file modified. Okay. Now you put git log. See git feature only you can see. If you git log -, or you can see it is there. Master is here. But in this case, diagram will be like this. From feature was here only. So here you are creating a new commit. After E, if we create here we are creating G.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, and feature branch also will move to G. And head was also here only. So
Now head is in feature.
Yeah.
Because we are currently working on feature. Okay.
Now we move to feature here and head also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Head is in feature.
Head here.
Okay.
Okay. Head in
Feature.
head is in feature. Okay. So you can see it does have a feature master. If you want to see the diagram here also, you can see git log hyphen all hyphen decorate. No. No, git I think git log graph hyphen yeah, see now you can see some lines here. See this commit is gone this side and this commit different branch. You can see the picture representation also.
Okay.
If you add a graph hyphen graph while using log. Okay. So now this is the situation. Now you are into master branch. You released a master branch content into client. So you updated something, or you changed something, or you fixed some bug. Okay, you released the master branch to client. And in feature branch, you added some changes after that.
Okay.
So different commit. Now you want to merge. Now you are telling that it's a feature branch changes already done. It's okay, everything fine. And you done some bug fixes in master branch. That also okay. Client verified. So you want to merge both. That means latest changes in G and that changes in F. You want to merge. Okay. In that case, what we'll do? Can we move master into feature or feature into master? Shall we move like that? Before we done fast forward merge, right? In that case, what we done, master branch was here, that we just move to upside in feature branch. Okay. In this case, what we'll do? Because some other changes in F branch, some other changes in G branch. So what we'll do to merge?
We'll make a new
commit. New
Okay.
commit. In this case, we'll while merging, we will the Git automatically will create a new commit. Okay. We'll see. So Git in which branch right now? Status on branch feature. So we are merging feature into master. So we'll move to master. Check code master.
Okay.
Okay. So it merge feature. See, normally while calling merge, it will come to automatically come to terminal window. But in this case, a new notepad open. Okay. What we need to do here means we need to, because in recursive merge, always we need a new commit. So every commit we need a message.
Oh, okay.
So for message, Git is opening a new text file.
Oh,
telling us to tell some messages. What we done, or we need to add some messages here. Otherwise, default message also here. Merge branch feature, like some messages are there. We can add. Okay, so
that is enough.
Yeah, that is enough. Okay, merge branch feature. Then we'll put escape and we'll put WQ. WQ means write quit. Okay, WQ means write and quit.
That is in Vim.
Vim only. So Git merge feature. So merge made by recursive strategy.
Okay.
Okay. One file change, one insertion. Okay. So now in diagram, what will happen?
New commit.
Here, new commit will come. H. Okay.
Merge commit.
Yeah, and master. In which branch we merge? Master, right?
Yeah.
So master will move here, and head also. Now the diagram will be like this only. So if you put git log See, new commit gone and again merge to master.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now you understood recursive merge and
Fast forward.
fast forward merge.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So basic thing. This is the basic thing. Git add, commit,
Basic workflow.
basic workflow
Yeah.
using Git tool without internet.
Mm.
Now we are going to server side.
GitHub.
Okay. GitHub or GitLab. We'll move to GitHub.
Screen share.
So this is our my GitHub account. You can create a GitHub account. Now we are creating a new repository here. New repository. While creating, they will ask public or private repository. Now repository name they are asking this for GHack. GHack sample. Okay. So we created like this. It's a public repository. We can see this one. So on private you can create. What are the team? For my team only I can share that one. Okay. And while creating, you will get a link here, HTTPS and SSL link. SSL for more secure, like if you want to push, add source code from one system, separate system only, you can define that. You can send that, everything you can add to SSH. This case, we are adding as HTTPS. Okay. So we are copying this link. We are copying this link and will come to terminal and for server side in Git we are calling like a remote. Okay. So for that, in that case, we need to add a Git remote. Okay. Git remote. A remote name also we need to give.
Okay.
What we can give. Origin or GitHub or anything. If you want to recognize Git remote GitHub and you need to paste the link. The link you got from
GitHub.
The link you got from here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This link you need to add here. So we added here.
Forgot to put add.
Oh, sorry. Get remote add. Mustafa is giving Mustafa. Get remote. Sorry. Get remote add means you're adding to a new server link. Okay. Before you going to send the source code to a server, you need to add a remote. Okay. You can in a single repository you can add multiple remotes. Now we are adding a single remote as a GitHub and we create a repository in GitHub and we are adding that get remote add GitHub. Okay. If you write remote, then you can see what are the remote available. Okay. And there is no change happened here. If you refresh this page, also nothing happened. But in this now you are remote. Now we are going to send source code to
pushing the source code.
Pushing the source code to. So git push. Which branch we are going to? In which remote and which branch?
Okay.
We can send separate branch to remote server. Okay, so different server also we can push. So while doing open source project, I will do like this. I will do separate branch and separate private repository will keep in a different section. We will do public things. We will do in different branch and different remote. Like that we will do. So like that. So git push remote master.
Git push, Git master.
Oh,
Remote
sorry,
name.
so not remote name. The remote name, git push GitHub master.
Okay. Okay, it is pushed.
Pushed already. So
Sometimes it will ask for login.
yeah, because it's already connected. Yeah, login and connected that one. See what are the changes we done. Everything is it came to GitHub. So now we got the source code here. Okay. Now if we change anything here, new change happened. Again we will do add, then commit, then again we'll push. Push will come to server.
Okay. Basic.
Hmm.
This is the basic thing.
Basic thing. So it will come to server. Okay. So second thing we will do. Already one project is there. We are going to work in a different directory.
Okay.
Because I already done this project. Okay. So you want to work, you want to contribute in this project, a GHack sample. So what you will do? In this case, here you can see one link code. That HTTPS link you will get. You can copy this link, and in your system, you can come to a different folder. In which folder you are in temp folder, right? We are creating mkdir edg. Okay, we are in a edg folder. Okay, in this case, we will clone. Clone. Which one? This one. Okay.
Cloning and
Okay. Git clone. Now, if you see edg sample, you can see there. All source code.
everything. If you check the log also, it will be there. I guess.
Yeah, log also. If you put git log.
Oh, that logs we created. It will
Yeah,
be there.
before studying GitHub and Git this tool and all, I also was used to download here, download zip
file. Yes.
Then there is no committed, there is no branches, there is nothing is there. But if you clone, if you know how to clone a source code, then you will get what are the things that done from initial case itself.
Yes.
Okay, it's a good thing because after seeing a big project, we will wonder, oh, what are the features in this one big project, big source code. But if you go to first committed, you can understand what they done initially. Then if you go to second committed, you can see what are the changes they done second cases. You can see the history, whole story, how they developed that project.
Okay.
It's a great thing. Normally for big projects, we will use like that. If you download a zip file, there is no committed, there is no git there. Okay. If you clone only, you will get all the history. In GitHub, if you search for any project, if you want to, if your client or if your friends asking to develop a project like a billing software, you can search, you can come and search in GitHub billing software. Or if you are a BTech student, engineering student, if you want to make a project for a college project, you can search in a GitHub, you will get most of the source code you will get. This thing normally student doesn't know. Even college lecturers also doesn't know. That's because of that they are just listening to the source code and they explain.
They're going to project centers and
they're going to project centers and giving 15,000, 20,000 to them. Better than they can come to Crossroads and they can learn Git and basic step and they can do this thing.
okay.
Yeah, it's open source means you can do any changes. It's a legal only. You can make any changes. You can do any changes, and you can for educational purpose you can use, for learning purpose, for research purpose you can use. But if you make any commercial purpose, you need to pay the amount or something, some legal agreement you need to get from the source.
Loyalty or something.
Yeah, some amount you need to pay, or many cases they will give as a free. But if you are taking a big project and if you are sending for commercial purpose, that in that case you need to pay the amount or some legal agreement you need to make. Normally, if you for that education purpose, research purpose, you can use. Yeah, most of the purpose is legal. There is a license agreement will be there.
MIT license.
MIT license or GPL version 2, 3, something versions are there. I don't remember the course license and all. But we'll check. This is building software. If you search building software, not this repository, on all GitHub you can search like this building software. You're searching. See,
Open source.
open source PHP. There is a technology also you can see PHP Apache 2 license. Box building. While taking this project, you need to understand that when it's updated last, updated 12 days ago means it's active.
Active, okay.
It's active stage. 384 stars are there because people are looking that project. If there is no stars, it's updated for 4 or 5 years back. Don't take that one. A simple GST OS billing. So many billing software things are there. You can take any source code. See, now we are taking PHP, I don't know PHP. Java. So
Java.
mobile store building software. I'm taking this one only 11. This is updated last year only. So we don't want that one. Anyway, we'll take one source code.
We'll make a pull request.
See, here source code is here. So if you want to contribute this one, so we are taking this source code. We are just cloning. Cloning the source code. Cyclone novel plugin. Okay. See, so the files available here. You can see the source code. We cloned that source code. You can see inside Edge. This is Cyclone DX. Okay, here source codes, everything is here. Anything available? Yeah. First time we are seeing a code. Oh, it's opening in IntelliJ ID. Going to ID. Oh.
2020 never updated it.
I didn't use
Loading components.
See, the source code is here. What are the things they're done? Source code is here. So, shall we change anything here? In this case, if you want to work with the open source project, for a research case, for running this one, I don't know which type of running environment and all. That you need to check here how their README file you can read. There is a readme.md file will be there. In that, they will mention that how it will run, for what is the usage and all. In this case, what type of project is this? I don't know. You need to search and you need to find out what project you need. That then you can try out.
Normally, it is really difficult to run the open source project, right?
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like
that. If you know the basics, then you can try out.
Okay.
There is no difference or difficulty and all. Because this thing we don't know, right? I think this is a Maven based some plugin only, so we don't know what they are doing.
Okay.
In this case, we can't run. Other case we can run. Like if you search billing. In Java case, we can run. Kotlin is there, play building samples. Google Pay, Android application is here. So Kotlin Android. I tried command, I got this git log 1. One line. Yeah, in one line, I think you need to see all the commit ID basis thing. Okay, good. You can try out different thing. In git log, there is a different option. They can see. Yeah. Android app building. If you install Android stuff, everything, then you can run this application also. If you have everything configured already, Android stuff, then you can run this thing. Android Studio, everything, then you can run this application. Okay. No issue like that. So,
You're done basically, right?
Yeah, basic thing, everything we done, and
some advanced. All the
not advanced stuff. you want to go to advanced stuff, we need to talk with different thing.
Squash. This one. Stash.
No, in this case, I will tell that if you want to work with a open source project, don't clone and don't work with that one. Better you need to fork. In this case, you are using fork.
Yeah, fork.
Here is a fork representation here because you are going to work this one, this project. If you change any source code here and if you are pushing, they won't accept. They will not accept that one. In that case, you need to fork here. Fork means you are copying this thing to your repository. Currently, I am forking this one to my project. See, now Nigel while play building samples is here. Now this is my source code. I can change anything. No one restricting me.
Okay.
I have only restriction here in that project only, the base project only. You can see the base project Android / play building sample. In this case, I can't change anything, but my forked repository is here. Here I can change it. So I need to clone this repository and I need to make change here and I need to push here. Then only I need to make a pull request. Pull request means from my repository, I need to request to the source directory, base directory that shall you accept my latest code, and they will accept like that.
Okay.
So they will add our name to their contributor list. So if your name came to this contributor list means you can see here contributors will see. Yeah, see 26 contributors are there. So if your name coming to this contributor list means you can add to your resume. You can add this repository link to your resume. Not only client project, you can add this open source project also. People are giving much value for that. Okay. So these are the basic stuff and some other open source contribution thing and everything you will get from YouTube. Go to YouTube and many basic stuff also there. Crossroads, if you go to Crossroads channel, here in playlist is here. Inside playlist, you will get a Git tutorial thing.
Yeah, this is Malayalam.
So in Malayalam, you can see this one. 5, 6, I think 5, 6, 7 videos are there. 5 videos are there. You can go and watch this thing. Here we mentioned everything very detailed. So you can learn that one and open source contribution also, and you can work for student project. What do you need to do? Everything I mentioned clearly there. So please, sorry, I think this go to Rakesh Kumar only. For all
Everyone.
You can use this URL for getting Crossroads that Git tutorial, learn and develop things and everything you need to add to your repository, GitHub or GitLab. So you people get understand what are things happening and you can contribute many open source projects. You people can different projects. You people should contribute different projects. If you all want to be a techie, you must contribute with the open source project. Many things like if you are telling React, if you are telling Angular, if you are telling Linux, if you are telling Android, if you are telling Kotlin, everything is open source. You can be a part of a developer team. Now the world is like that. Anyone can contribute everything. So like you people can join different big projects and please contribute and make a better life to everyone. Will get a easy stuff.
I guess we can conclude the session.
Yes.
Okay. So on behalf of Team EdgyHack, I'd like to thank Nikhil and Sri Ganesh for their efforts, and also everyone of you for your active participation and open dialogues. We look forward to continuing this even beyond this event. I trust that you'll all take home further inspiration on how to foster everything that you learned today. So thank you. Stay safe and good night.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.